And it's the 2019.
I always like when you get these little special openings.
Yeah, it definitely gives the nostalgia tingle.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going for. There was I wanted to go to that place in Mystic, Connecticut that Nina and I referenced later. Or Nina and I went to, I referenced it later.
Yeah.
Because it was this like pretty incredible ornament store in this really cute little kind of village area. But the truth is Newport has a place just like it. Newport's kind of a place like it in general. And so
Yeah.
I ran these guys up there, and then we came back here, and we shot some of the other segments.
This is a fun place. I really like this place.
We shot the snack segments right after this.
Yeah. Did we? Same day?
Same day.
I don't even remember.
But yeah, it was a fun place, wasn't it? It was Christmassy.
Yeah, this is like starting to get me in the Christmas mood.
Right? That's my goal in life,
year.
is to get you in the Christmas mood.
It takes a while nowadays.
You saw a clip of me, my sister opening my NES in 1989.
Great clip.
It is crazy.
Everybody's always surprised that I have all this footage.
Your archival. Not
all there.
only that you have it, that you were able to produce
You know
and produce
exactly
it right
where
up.
to access it.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's not a tremendous amount of footage. It's like probably like 20 hours of home videos.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But you
I
just
have,
know it
like,
so
almost
well,
none.
inside and
Yeah.
out, that you can then go to the exact moment.
Well, I did. I took on a big project in like 2010 or something where I went back to all the 8mm stuff and I digitized it and I put it on nice DVDs and I put it in like a photo album book and made it a gift for all my family. So it's all also reproduced and
That's really nice.
duplicated and stuff. So and there I am again. My dad's in the background there. Somebody in the comments said that he was like, "You look just like your dad," and I'm like, "Really?"
I don't think so.
I think I look that much like him. I'm fatter for one thing. So here's the big awesome part of this clip. This is the Snowman compilation. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think? And the verdict
Look,
is
so when I
like about
say things, I don't always mean them, right?
It's like Trump.
No, it more reflects my mood at the moment rather than
At the moment,
long,
not
the
that into
long-term
snowmen
view.
enough to purchase them.
Yeah, like I gotta like stop buying crap for my house. So
I get it, but you have this look in your eyes like you really mean what you're saying.
Of course, that's how I live my life.
Your air of authority that
Yeah.
fools people.
I believe what you're saying right now, for instance. Now, you might say, on the topic of Frankie, how do you like remember where to go and where to get all this stuff? How did you get a complete compilation of all of the Snowman moments?
I wonder.
Well, they're pretty easy to find, I think.
What, you think that I just remember? Easy for who? You? You wouldn't?
No,
get it
I
in a
mean,
million
but if
years.
you asked me where would you get snowman footage from, I would go to the St. John the Baptist. I know we went to that one Christmas fair where I bought some.
But it's easy to forget one. So I went through everything that it could even remotely have had a snowman in it. And then I went to the transcript and I did a Control F for snowman or for snow.
Wait,
There's
transcript?
transcripts?
Yeah, well, because YouTube.
Oh, YouTube does it. Ah.
YouTube does they for everything, and so you can just call up like, oh,
That's
Snowman.
amazing.
And they do a pretty incredible job, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible what that auto stuff does.
I heard we were reading like their transcript of the first Halloween episode of BoxMac, and it was totally off and hilarious and ridiculous. And like nowadays, I think it would be much more close.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Do
how
they
do it.
generate it like once you upload? Is that?
Yeah, they like process it later. It's like one of the many processing tasks is to do a text-to-speech thing. Part of it, I'm sure, is for ADA compliance. You're not supposed to have a bunch of unsubtitled video on your platform. And it helps people become compliant.
I have since
yeah.
given those ornaments to coworkers.
And how did they like them?
The results were pretty blah.
Yeah, those are good.
I thought they were so cute.
I think that camera inspired Matt to make the camera he made for us.
Yeah, I like the one he made better.
Yep. Well, it was modeled on the GH4.
Yeah.
Which is filming us right now.
Hey,
If we had gone on a different day to this, I probably would have bought more ornaments.
More snowmen.
why is that?
Because once I got like because this was pretty far before Christmas, right?
But if we caught you a little bit more in the true Christmas
I would have
swing.
bought more stuff.
Oh, your
I liked
cool
it.
light hate.
Yeah, he hates
I
that cool
hate
light.
cool LEDs. Though, let me say, there's some new. Being post Christmas now, I have bought some Christmas lights on clearance that are dual color, warm and white, and cool. and they actually transition between them and do cool effects
Oh,
with them.
I've seen those. I
And
really
they're
like those.
pretty neat. They're pretty neat.
I still have old school Christmas lights on mine.
Nice.
Yeah. Frankie, next year, a segment we're going to do for the Christmas special. So I'm telling people right now in the future. We're going to do a outside of my house decorating segment.
Really?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
I think it'd be fun. And then we can move the one of the segments we were supposed to do for this year was a gift wrapping competition.
Yes.
Like we were planning on shooting it.
Yeah, we had all the supplies here.
And we just chickened out because it was a really long day of shooting, and
We had plenty of stuff, too.
We
Yeah,
had,
it
we
was
ran out of
overstuffed.
steam. It was overstuffed. We already had like a bunch of like matte crafting segments where it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know if we need.
although the snowman crafting segment, which I think was a really good one.
I do, too.
I think it was 45 minutes of raw footage, and it boiled down to only 5 minutes of edit.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, with the crafts, sometimes they just take a long time to
You
do
have,
the
like,
thing you're doing, but
yeah.
it's not interesting to watch.
Yeah, you
I
have
thought
silent
the segment
autistic-
itself came out great.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, sometimes 5 minutes out of 45 minutes is really a beautiful thing.
A really tight 5, as they say.
A type 5, as they say in comedy. Here's John like giving me shit about my receding hairline.
Was
Not
I
very in the
really?
Christmas
Yes.
spirit.
Yeah, because I was like, "What, you don't like snowmen?" And you were like, "I don't." These particular snowmen, you were like, "Well, I don't like anything that looks like me." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you don't like?" I said, "Well, you're not bald," and you were like, "No, I have a bald spot." And I was like, "Really?" And you were like, "Yeah, and you do too."
Yeah, well, you're going to call me out on it.
But I didn't. I said you're not bald.
Oh, you're right. You did.
He's projecting.
I'd be like, if
It's everybody's getting old. It's
I'd be like, if you were
fine.
like, Frankie, you're not that fat.
John's like, you
And
gotta
I was
throw
like,
the
you
first
are.
punch. You gotta knock them down before they come
It's
at
okay.
you.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Almost 40. It's fine.
Would you prefer the upstairs or downstairs?
I like the upstairs better.
I agree.
Way more ornaments, and it was less crowded, too. There was less, over merching.
And didn't it just feel nice in Newport? Wasn't Newport kind of a nice vibe?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the whole thing. I like Newport in general when it's not too crowded.
Which this is a good time of year to go.
Yeah.
And this, like we said, this store is open year round. There it is. So we set up the hat. See, everything's narratized.
Set up, pay off, set up, pay
As long
off.
as you pay off your setups. I don't really like snowmen.
I don't really like them either.
I'm just gonna stare at
compilation
these
that-
two for a while.
And later in that same video.
You're right. He's so full of it.
Have we ever shown the setup,
not talk about 'em.
The setup snowman collection on an episode before?
No,
No,
'cause you're not
you don't
that
like
into-
snowmen.
I'm just gonna push you into Nina.
What about Nina? You push her?
No.
Well, yeah, because
Never.
he pushed you and then I got hit.
I
so
see.
he
Yeah, it was
took
like
us
a
both
domino.
Pushed by proxy.
But that would be a great. Frankie,
Yeah,
you
I'd
should
be
add
into
that
it.
to the list for next Christmas
Sure.
special.
We'll have to
The
rewatch
special's
this
already
commentary.
written.
We'll have Matt set it all up and we can all appreciate it.
Yeah.
Matt was, you can tell, like, Matt's like jonesing for a project here. Because we had not shot the other segments yet. In fact, we were still sort of forming the show
Yeah.
when we shot this. Which is what made it a good opener, I thought, for the...
Yeah.
That's the other thing about assembling these segments is you're trying to figure out what the right order is. Because certain things set up other things. And you also don't want to do, like, multiple studio segments back to back. You want to go to the kitchen, come back to the studio.
Yep.
So it's all figuring that out. And we didn't necessarily plan on a two-parter, and we decided on that once we realized how much content we had.
Yeah. We were, originally, I think the plan was just a one-parter.
Otherwise, it would have been a 55-minute show.
Yeah, it would have been too long.
Yeah, so there hangs Amy's quilt
Yes,
beside us as we
beautiful.
record the commentary. It's pretty
love it.
pretty freaking rad.
Yeah.
It was way. I mean, super impressive. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it.
Above and beyond.
There's another thing Nina's brother was giving me crap for.
What's up?
He was like, "Why would that woman spend that much time on you guys?"
Wow. I mean, I don't really understand either, but wow.
But you know, people.
That's sort of the constant criticism from your father. He's like, oh, wow, people still watch your show.
Yeah, and I'm like, maybe you're the one who doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's all these other people who, because honest to God, if you watch the show routinely, like, you're going to be in on the joke.
Yeah.
And it's not, because sometimes people will be like, it's really weird what you do. And I'm like, I understand
that
on the
weird.
surface level, I understand why you're saying that. It's a mac and cheese
But
show.
who doesn't have inside recurring jokes with all their friends and people that they
Or even
interact
like-
with all the time?
Or
Yeah.
even like, weekly comforting things that they watch on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Or like,
Yeah, like, I'm going to shadow you for 1 week.
yeah.
And
And criticize something
let's
like,
look
what
at
you're doing there
your
is weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's a subculture fandom, is what it is.
With the amount of reality TV that's been out there and still is out there, how is it shocking that people watch other people do things?
I bet we have the ratings of one of the like late night ones.
Yeah. And, that's funny. Yeah. And the other cool thing is that because we're so small, the fans can be on the show.
Yes.
Like they can actually
If you're ever in,
be really participatory.
If you ever make an amazing quilt.
yes.
Honestly, if you send us anything, you're probably going to be.
It's true. It's going to be on something.
Literally the case. But in this case, you made something kind of incredible.
I'm still amazed by the stitching. I mean, I know that the whole thing is impressive, but the noodle stitching is hugely impressive.
I can't believe how big it is.
Insane.
Yeah.
We're all just looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's right off to the side.
The stitching is
Incredible. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It opened my eyes to a world I didn't know.
Yeah, quilts are no small thing.
No.
And yeah, she got to. She didn't talk about it on the show, but she got to rent one of those really big like quilt makers. Those, industrial. She got to rent some time with the space. She looks like she's got one of the T Public shirts there.
Yep.
She looks very festive.
She does.
She got it in blue, which is unusual.
I know, she kind of looks like the Hanukkah segment of
Yeah,
the special. It's not
I
specifically
like the
Christmas.
blue. The blue's nice.
it's nice.
Is that like an option you can pick?
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
I've never gone to a
Yeah, you pick.
I'll admit.
You pick a bunch of colors.
That I've never been because I don't wear branded
You can
clothes
pick
of any
the
kind.
cut color.
There are many shows. You can get junk card shows. You get EJ Cook
Scavenger
shirts.
Junt. You can get a nice a green Scavenger Junt mug.
Yeah,
Yeah, except
You
that
get
there
that sort of
probably
thing.
won't be much more scavenging.
Okay,
it's okay.
buy it anyway.
All right.
It's still a show that exists on the internet.
Share your love. Yeah, there's no glitter bitches merchandise.
Hey, there are plenty of people out there buying Golden Girls mugs.
That's true.
Yeah, that show's not on anymore. It ended much like Scavenger Junt. Once a few rooms were clean, it was done with. I wonder what record that is on the wall in the back of her room there.
Oh, we could like send her.
She'll
a
probably
message and ask her.
And when this goes up in December of 2020, she'll tell us.
25.
And it looks like the segment is contiguous with this next one. We actually broke and then started shooting again.
Yeah,
see?
it's not
It's movie
contiguous.
magic. Yeah, Gloria.
Gloria.
I don't want to wear a flower. Kids just freak about whatever.
Yeah, oh yeah. Don't I know it?
Mary Falscraft. Can they get that on the T Public?
They
site?
can.
Oh, wow.
I even say it right here in the very show
I
you're
did-
commenting on.
Look, I was.
that I spoke
I
to
was there,
directly.
but barely there.
Once again, I saw it in your eyes. You were gone. And we need like a vanity URL. That URL is too long.
Yeah, like Red Cow TV/store. Why don't we just make it a redirect?
Well, we have a /store, but the T Public is only a component of that.
Oh.
So it could be /merch.
/tees. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Sophia's Magical Christmas. That was the place.
Okay.
It was cool. It was really cool. We should go.
Next year.
Yeah. That's the thing is, some of you're like, oh, we didn't do the thing I wanted to. I wanted to go to La Salette again this year, and we still.
We've
haven't
been
done
saying
it.
that for a couple years.
Yeah. Apparently, it's too freaking hard. Well, because we all know the truth. The truth is there's traffic.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
tremendous amount of traffic.
An annoying parking lot.
and
it's gonna be
it can be
cold.
fiercely cold.
An annoying toddler.
Yeah.
Get rid of her first and foremost. I do like the Abo sock puppet strung about on the top of the tree.
Yep.
Yeah, I just took that down. But yeah, it reminded me of the B-roll I shot of it.
B-roll.
Oh, that's me.
Hey, look
Hey,
at
that's
this.
EJ Massa.
I actually shot this at my work. Because it has a green screen.
Oh, the green screen.
Because there's a fireplace.
Yeah, because it has a fireplace, computer-generated fireplace.
The keying looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, lit.
Excellent keying.
I really like that we were able to incorporate a full EJ segment into the show. I think that's great.
Yeah, and I had to start it, I think, in September. So, I was planning to make this segment for this,
Yeah.
for the special, months, because to brew it takes so much time.
I like that we hit all of them this year. I really like that we got each of the segments together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to. I like that we represent the whole channel of these.
Should have done a Junt SNES Christmas
Oh, that would have been smart if we had thought about it.
Jackrabbit or whatever. But-
Of course, we don't have a set, so we
No, the set is well gone.
we'd have to figure something else out.
well-
We would take the sign, put it up.
Yeah,
and-
we still got the sign.
That'd be fine.
But yeah, we hadn't done a full blown EJ segment in the official holidays show since 2016.
Yeah, because
when
I
you made your instant pot mac and cheese.
Yep.
yeah.
But of course, we featured you prominently in the 2017-2018 ones.
Yeah, I had my other drinks and
The eggnog
turkeys
and the turkey, and yeah.
And I thought this was fun because I was doing a lot of reading about making spruce beers and traditional things like that. Like, because it was actually a ration in the Revolutionary War. You got it as a ration was the spruce beer, and if you didn't get the spruce beer, they gave you molasses so that you could make your own because
Holy shit.
beer was that important to soldiers.
I think it's a brilliant, in terms of like it being thematic to the EJ Cook segments and being Christmassy. I think this Christmas tree alcohol drink idea is really, really brilliant.
And I haven't really seen anybody else do it, so that was an
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so we'll of course, as we always do, we'll upload it in isolation.
Yeah, I was gonna do that
Yeah.
before Christmas, but I ran out of time.
I've got like the Junt's cart will go up independent, and
Yeah.
I made sure to take an Instagram photo because, so if you died tomorrow.
And I did make an Instagram post.
some people ask us why do we take segments from the show and upload them as Tuesday content in isolation. It's because if you were like, let's say you were just a Junt's Cart fan, and you were just watching all the Junt's Carts, you wouldn't want to miss a Junt's Cart that was nested in a BoxMac that you decided to skip,
Yeah.
right? So
I think it's a great
It's to
idea.
have a full record of the show.
Yeah, and it goes into a playlist that's easy for people to
You
see.
got it.
Yeah.
And
I can understand that you may not want to watch the whole Christmas special,
that tea was really
even though
good.
you should.
I had like a little bit of a cold that day I was doing it, and I had some of that tea, and it like cleared me up. It was like,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
because it's like high in vitamin C and stuff. It's
Wow.
supposed to be really good for you.
Yeah, it's funny when we spend like a month and a half like putting together a really nice special like this, and it's like a big deal to us. And then like most people are really psyched about it, but some people are like, "Ugh, it's 35 minutes, I'm done." And I'm like I prefer your low effort things.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I put a lot of work
Oh
into this.
man. It's fine.
But this year we used the YouTube Premiere option, and so we actually premiered these videos. So they sort of live streamed with a chat.
Yeah.
I like those.
And
I
it
like
was
those.
super
I
fun.
do that. I like that too.
People give us money in those.
And it is true. Actually, I did case the park next to me to see if they had any spruce trees that I could steal from. Like in a coming year, if I wanted to.
That's
do
a very
this again.
Junt move.
What, to rob spruce trees?
Well, you do it all the time. No,
Cuttings from the.
yeah, the cuttings is
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
kind of going for here. This looks like this mad scientist shit.
I know,
I don't know
it's
what
fun.
you're doing at home.
I don't know. Well, my wife is like, "Why do you have spooky basement wine?"
I love the bloops.
She gets to like walk like 2 steps down the basement before she gets screamed at,
Stay out of there.
darting back upstairs.
Padlocks on the door.
You turn sharply to her and you have like
Measuring the gravity.
giant goggles on.
Yeah, there's a lot of math involved, and I abbreviate. I'm because I knew I kind of wanted to match the pace of your editing afterwards. So
cool.
I actually kind of sped up my pace of mine.
You think I edit quicker than you?
I think you.
Or the rhythm is different?
I think your rhythm is
Yeah,
different.
your rhythm
It's
is faster.
It's way faster. so I try to at least meet it halfway because I like a little more room than you probably.
Right. No, that's interesting. I never quite noticed that.
Yeah.
Because even though I have sort of an internal clock for the way I edit, I don't apply it to things I'm watching casually.
Oh,
So like I'm just a fan of VJ segments. I just watch them. I'm not in any way part of the creation of them. So
You could even see that when we did the 2 different edits.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
The tightness, the snappiness.
Yeah, John's had a lot more room.
right.
And I'm not saying I don't think either of them is like right. But I was just trying
It's
to
a
match
style.
it.
It's a style thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those rocks glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one of my favorite pieces.
Do you always enjoy a good excuse to pull them out?
I do. I broke one too. I'm so sad.
What the ass?
I dropped it.
Was that the clip you were talking about? I got it. Nice.
You did it. You
Nice.
did it. I was hoping you would pull it.
It was Christmas. I wasn't gonna miss an opportunity. So I shot this. So that's always fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was on EJ's Nikon. Whoa.
It was very interesting. I liked it.
I brought a bottle because I saved a bottle for my family, and they liked it. They don't like alcohol.
Yeah.
They were drinking it.
Oh, nice.
It's good. It's because it definitely tastes
Very different.
Just tasted of the holidays. People were ready to drink it because it was festive. So.
Yeah.
Somebody commented something along the lines of like Gloria coming in like a rock star.
She did there.
You know, hey,
Totally.
you guys vamp. I'm gonna find that comment
How
because it
she
was
runs
funny.
around all the time in her Grover hat and her sunglasses.
Can I just say that, the fans may never notice this, but the water boiler that you see in these episodes was destroyed sadly in a great electrical disaster.
What?
And was thrown unceremoniously into the dumpster.
Do you want to talk about your electrical disaster? Because it's an insane. Well,
Insane story.
Actually, I've never heard the story.
This
yet.
segment is essentially just us doing commentary.
Yeah.
So you can just talk over this whole part.
Yeah, so...
By the way, I hope you all enjoyed No Views. Fuck you.
I love this. Wait,
it's
hold
one
on.
of-
This
yeah.
was my favorite segment.
This is
Is it
one of my
really?
favorites.
Yeah.
I love No Views. Come
I
on.
do too. We got to keep doing it. But anyway, let me tell you about my electrical disaster. So 3 a.m., middle of the night, I wake up to like my UPSs in the house going off because I have UPSs on things. And I'm like, okay, this happens all the time. Maybe the power went out. I'll just go back to sleep. And then like I start hearing like this electrical arcing and popping. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I like, is it just the power flipping? But I look at my AC. My AC is fine. Like it's okay. So I get up and I start to try to figure out what the hell's going on. I turn off my breaker like pretty immediately because something's clearly screwed up. And like some of the lights are working in the house and some things are like making terrible arcing and buzzing noises.
Oh, God.
I go down to the basement, turn off the whole house at that point and try to like start figuring out, I turn on one circuit, try to figure out what's going on. And it's like arcing and popping, and I just like shut it off. We call in the power company. Power company comes out and says, everything's fine. Everything was not fine. Got an electrician in at 5 a.m. to start looking at things. It turns out what happened was a neutral wire, which balances the two phases of your power, had broken in a couple places due to some complicated circumstances. And what it meant is half the house had low power and half the house had high power. So it destroyed a bunch of electronics. It destroyed it damaged my bed. I had to do repairs on it.
Yeah, that
it
awesome
damaged my
bed that moves up
subwoofer.
and down.
Yeah, I had to fix it. It destroyed the water boiler, completely burnt it out. Destroyed my father's microwave. I had to repair his stereo and a fan for him. So it was a big annoying deal and very scary too, because electricity can be like really,
Yeah.
Do you
Crazy.
have
Electric City.
Do you have a go-to electrician? How do you find an electrician like for emergency?
4 a.m. I'm sitting there with my phone calling people to see who would respond, and I ended up going with Ralco, and they were great.
Because I'm sort of bougie, and I'm
Yeah.
often like I will throw money at this if
Yes.
someone will come.
I was
now.
ready to throw money at this problem.
And I often just can't get them quick enough. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would pay them hundreds of dollars, but no, they can't come out till Thursday.
Ralco will come out right then. I called them at 4 a.m. They were out at like 5:30.
They're aware that emergencies happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have waited, but like the problem was like, okay, we got 2 fridges full of food.
Stuff's dying, too.
Plus, like, it ended up we needed to get the service entrance replaced, which is
crazy.
pretty like big, and then we had to call the electric company back 2 times. So
How annoying.
1996, I definitely got an N64.
As did I.
It was the Tickle Me Elmo year too.
That's right.
And N64s and that were the hot item. And I got, much like you, I got it, and I was just amazed. It was one of those things where
couldn't believe my
my
parents got it.
family didn't have all the presents out. They were like, I opened a bunch, and I was like, oh, I guess I didn't get it this year, and then they bring it out.
Yeah. It's
And,
great.
and I'm like, where'd you get it?
Where'd you find it? Yeah. Well, I actually remember I was old. I was 10, and I was old enough to start actually calling places and being like, "Do you have one? Do you have one?" And I couldn't find one anywhere, and so I was shocked that my dad had one. He did the thing where he stood in line early in the morning and stuff.
Yeah, my mom did that anyway. Like she would go early to places anyway. So
Like imagine if we had a kid who remember that year the 2 years basically where the NES Mini was completely missing.
And the Wii was like that too.
Yeah.
Like
You just can't get one.
Like when it first came out, I stood in line at Best Buy, and then after that, it was gone.
I mean, you can probably pay quadruple on Amazon if you
Yeah.
like.
I hope Gloria just wants art supplies and books
Yeah.
for like the rest of her life because I'm not a good enough parent to do what our parents have done.
Well, I feel like it's easier because like I have pre-ordered lots of systems now.
Pre-ordering
besides the NES Mini.
Well, and I think too that businesses have finally caught on and they can anticipate trends better and like be more prepared.
I was told by multiple people that I looked good in the knit hat.
You do. It looks nice.
I don't know how I
I don't know. It
silly
got me
hat.
ready. Like when the
Yeah.
no views hat, I think that
You're like,
it got it all tied the room together.
I like no views, man. I enjoy a good
I
no
do too.
views.
And there's
I
the
liked
hat.
it a lot.
And there's the hat. And
Also,
there's
I like that
Elton
red
John.
coat too.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice. Kirby,
He was funny. He was
always coming through for us.
Oh, yeah.
He texts him literally like 2 days in advance. Like, oh yeah, you.
Do you want to come? And
That's
he
another
does.
thing that to consider when we make these things is trying to balance the okay, so an EJ segment, good. So we've got like a big EJ thing, and then I remember being like, wow, is Nina not really in much of this? But she got to be in the snowman thing, and she was all over the store. Just trying to like balance like personalities out, make sure everybody's in there, and that they're not in like too many like subsequent videos that we spread them out and stuff. It's just that's always the trick.
Let me just say, Frankie. So I love that Pastabilities pasta. I love it. It
was very good.
And a while ago, you had given me like a bunch of leftover,
Jesus.
and some of it was like that new manufacturing run that turned out to be defective. But the pasta was still good. So I've been working my way through that pasta and loving it. And I'm gonna run out soon. I'm gonna be really sad.
I actually gift that to my family members. I make my homemade pasta sauce.
Yep.
And
Nice.
then gift them some
Possibilities.
possibilities. Yeah, I do usually holiday theme like Christmas and
I
snow.
really like that snowflake shape. I would get that again. I wanted to kind of go around after Christmas and try to buy up that pasta, but it was all disappointing.
What do you do for a cheese sauce? A homemade cheese sauce?
Oh no, I do the pasta sauce. So they just put it over the pasta.
Oh, you're not doing a mac and cheese.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing
Yeah,
the mac
yeah,
and
yeah,
cheese.
yeah.
I'm doing the
Not everybody makes homemade mac and cheese.
because my family likes the pasta sauce I make. Presumably, they at least
So it's a
that's what they
tomato
tell me.
base, like a tomato base.
Tomato base, yeah.
Yep. He's always cracking me up. And I had an opportunity here to make my case about Noelle, the weird Disney Plus movie that was sponsored out the ass.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if you've seen this yet, John, but I make a compilation of all of the ads that are in that movie.
Do you?
I do. It's in here.
I haven't seen it. I mean, I admit that when I watch these, I watch select segments.
What's up with that? You know,
Why-
kick back and see how it all came out after all the hard work.
Because I hate watching myself on screen.
Do you?
know?
Even
Yeah.
in that nice red shirt?
Yeah, I mean, look at me. Look at me.
Look at me.
You look fine.
Getting through.
Getting through the days.
Yeah, the business of Christmas thing. It's almost like the politics in Star Wars. Like, yeah, we want to see that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think they think it's a funny gag, you know,
Yeah.
like oh, the North Pole is a corporation. Ha 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 ha
It's a
ha.
little
ha.
funny.
It's so played out.
It's for you.
It's so played out. I actually feel like I didn't get good enough examples. Like there's better examples, and I just wasn't gonna watch like 5. I feel like I'm more or less. made my
You got
point.
it.
I made my
You got the gist.
You got it.
Yeah, Noelle was just all these movies put together. It was like a data-driven film. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
South Park did a really funny thing this past season where they pretended that every episode was a different show.
Yep.
And then at the end of the they recently sold South Park to HBO Max for $500 million.
I know, ridiculous.
And so they, at the end of the series, they were like, if you want to pick up one of our many series for streaming, call Trey Parker. And it had a phone number at the end of the episode. If you call it, it's a call tree that they made. And they're like, if you want PC Babies, it can be yours for only $300 million. If you want, the Scott Malkinson Show, it can be yours for $700 million.
I love
So it's a phone tree you can call at
That's
any
so
time.
good.
But you can have Terrence and Phillip for like $6.
$25.
They're played out.
Yeah, that's in the call tree too. I bought a lot of Flair, cheap Flair at
You did.
Walmart. And some people wear it, some people don't.
Yep, I don't.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't wear it.
John's very like, no, I need to like stay classy.
Yeah.
I'm too cool for it.
I'm trying to be
EJ
classy.
has a self-image thing.
Frankie, can I just ask, how long until we get a John Hunt branded Mac?
What are you talking about?
How long till we go to Pastabilities and say,
Oh, I see.
can you make a small run?
I mean, look, you do whatever you want to do.
I'm not going to do it.
It's a me thing.
No, I'm just saying, how long until?
I don't know.
But you'd have to like make sure it's up to quality.
It'd be like images of you.
Yeah, sure.
What would it be?
To be like
We'd have to.
False
Cow?
graph? A false graph Mac?
Chef John.
They could just have all my favorite shapes from Pastabilities. It doesn't have to be. Like, we don't have to pay for any dyes.
It's just Orchietti.
It's like when you see the like branded cereals at the store that didn't try very hard. It's
Yes.
just like circles and some blobs of
Yeah, it's like circle dogs, and it's just the dog is the
Oh, this outro is me screaming into a microphone. You can't exactly scream into a microphone when your family's home.
I love this.
So I did this.
exit.
I did this when my family was not there. All right, we'll see you next time. Always give us money.
Yes, please.
I like the money.
Give us money. Thanks.